What is the smallest amount of RAM that will work under Windows 11? Now officially they claim 4 gigabytes, but I think we can do a lot better than that. This is the computer I'm going to be using, an old HP XW4400 from the Windows XP era. Previously we had updated the system to Windows 11 and surprisingly it runs decent. We're using such an old computer because it would be physically impossible to put 256 megabytes of RAM in a newer one. Yeah, we're going to try going that low. Okay, so right now we have 4 gigabytes of RAM, DDR2 mind you, and of course it's going to be slow. I mean, it took over a minute and 55 seconds just to start up, but I mean, this is almost 20 years old. For the very basics, like going online, it does actually work, which is surprising. Let's see how it handles 2 gigabytes of RAM. Got the 4 gigabytes, and in goes 2. Looks like we're starting up, so let's see how long this takes. Now with 2 gigabytes of RAM, boot times were much longer at 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Let's try halving it again to 1 gigabyte. This is where things might get a little rough. All right, well, it appears that we are starting up. That's a good sign. That hard drive is working overtime right now. After almost 6 minutes of loading, we have booted into Windows with just 1 gigabyte of RAM. It is completely unusable, but we have to try 512 megabytes. 512 megabytes was the minimum for Vista. Most computers were coming with at least 2 gigabytes by 2008. Now, I don't want to jinx anything by saying this, but it looks like this is actually starting up with half a gigabyte of RAM. 10 whole minutes of loading and we're still not done. I just got a desktop. This is huge. I just heard the boot noise 23 minutes later. Still waiting on that taskbar. And time, 26 minutes to start up. That is absolutely nuts. Okay, now why in the world does this actually work? I honestly hope 256 doesn't, because I don't want to wait an hour for it to boot up. I mean, there's just no way. Wonder what's gonna happen. Okay, we got a boot logo. Okay, why is it doing something? I almost gave up. It sat doing nothing for like 10 minutes. Dude, this is unreal. A quarter gigabyte of RAM. All right, it's been 41 minutes and we're still waiting on the taskbar to load. Okay, 2 hours and 18 minutes later, I don't think this thing is going to finish loading anytime soon. And the computer is not frozen. You can see the mouse moving. It even responds to numlock. I can hear the hard drive going, but I just don't think that this taskbar is ever going to load in. To be fair, getting to any sort of desktop on Windows 11 with just 256 megabytes of RAM is way further than I was expecting to get. So there you go. 512 megabytes is the minimum amount of RAM that you can have in Windows 11 while actually being able to do anything.